Shot. What a shot.
Boom. Wow, the
Break.
9 winning the break.
Oh, she's made the 9 ball. And welcome everyone from around the world, pool fans everywhere. We are in our 10th day here at the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, City of Lights. We're at the CSI Expo where Predator and Rams of Puerto Rico present the Predator Pro Billiard Series Women's Showdown. And what a match. 16 of the best women in the world invited here to compete for $100,000 prize fund. The winner earns $35,000. But we're down to the final 4. This is a semifinal match with Wei Tu-Ching, Wei, and Christina, the Crystal TKACH. Both ladies making it to the final 16. I'm sorry, both ladies making it to and losing in the final 16 of the Las Vegas Open. I knew I was going somewhere with that, Chris. This is George TKACH in the booth with Chris Reinhold, bringing you the live action right here at the Pro Arena at the Rio Hotel.
Thank you for the introduction, George. It's going to be an amazing match, and I can't wait to sweat it.
Well, we're going to sweat all right. Let's see. Wei won the lag, I believe. And she will be breaking. She is ranked number 10 in Fargo with a 747 Fargo. Christina, a 730, number 17 in the top 100 in the world. Right there. The young lady is a Predator-sponsored player. CPBA Cloth and Epil, her sponsors. In the Las Vegas Open, she defeated Susan Orr, Maite Ropero, and lost in the final 16 to Chihiro Kawahara. In straight sets, she has yet to face a shootout. I think she has in this tournament. We'll check on that later. But right now, you have Doge Tantura from North Cyprus is your referee, racking the balls for 9-ball, and Wei to break.
Yeah, choosing a break from the left-hand side rail here. A little further out than normal. Well, she's moving it a little bit. With the BK Rush, the gold edition, the gold rush. With the wrap. Let's see what she can generate with this setup here.
Playing the 1 in the side or the wing ball. And the 4 ball. The wing ball goes in.
Yeah, very good break there. Good contact on that ball.
What a layout on this break. She's faced with a long straight-in shot, but she makes this 1 ball. She's in business.
Yeah, I feel like that's one of the better shots you can get left here, especially when you don't need any movement for the next ball. And I think you just kind of cheat the pocket a little bit here on the right-hand side, just so you can stop the cue ball there and keep it off the rail. And remember, it's more just get through the ball and trust your instinct on this.
This is a nice medium stroke with a firm stop.
Just
And
beautiful.
we're in business. Almost same kind of shot here. Once she gets on this 3-ball, she gets a good angle on this 3-ball, and this rack should be over. Wei should be starting out with a break and run. But, you know, funny things happen under the lights, in the pressure in the arena. And once you get into the final 16 and start feeling the pressure of a semifinal match. This is the Pro Billiard Series tournament format with 2 races to 4, a third and deciding set. If they are tied, with a shootout, if the games are tied in the deciding set, at 3.
I believe it's a shootout, but I could be wrong.
No, because we're in stage 2 of the final 16.
Okay. Well, then it's not a shootout.
Stage 2 is the extra set. But you're right. At the beginning of this, it was a shootout. If they were tied with a set apiece. Chris hesitated there and was very polite not to want to correct me.
Well, I didn't know if I was correct. That's why I didn't want to correct you, because it's not correcting you if I say something wrong, right?
Not at all.
I think she's good here. She might have to run into the 9 if she has too much angle. Could use that as a stopper for sure. But let's see what kind of angle she has. She might be following forward, which I'd personally rather go into the 9 here.
Little stun and go into the 9. Let's see where the 4-ball is. It's right on the side, I believe. Oh, she used all of that pocket and then some. And got good shape on the 6 to come straight across into the 9 off the right rail. Or underneath the 9 if she wants, or stay up there. She's going to play it safe.
Yeah, she hit the ball a little thin, which made it go more towards the 9, almost hitting the 9. Or
yes, that's how I like to play that. That's why I said underneath the 9.
Yeah, beautiful stroke there.
Wei, a very, very strong player. She was 9th in the Las Vegas Open in 2023, 3rd at the WPBA Fairfield Invitational. She has 5ths and 2nds and 3rds in the Pro Billiard Series. She was 5th in Wisconsin, 3rd at the Iron City Invitational. A lot of strong finishes, 2nd in Puerto Rico in the Women's Open. So she knows what to do at this stage. She just hasn't broken into that very top echelon of making those all first. And opens the set and the match with a break and run.
Yeah, good start there. Can't hope for anything better than that.
Every player's dream beginning. Chinese Taipei. She's a 34-year-old young lady. In this women's showdown to get to the semifinals, Wei defeated Allison Fisher in straight sets, but lost to Jasmine Ocean in straight sets. Then went on to defeat Seo Seoa in a shootout, and then defeated Margarita Fefilova, Margaret Steyer, in straight sets in the quarterfinal. And here she is facing Christina the Crystal TKACH in the semifinal match. Trying to make sure there's no gaps in the 9-ball rack. Togai doing a fine job there. That last rack broke beautifully. And we have two streams going on here. We have this arena in the Amazon Ballroom at the Rio. And then we have the main staged arena in the Grand Ballroom. And I firmly believe, from being here for 10 days, this table breaks much better than the one over there.
Very interesting observation there.
I'd like to, at the end of this, I'd like to compare the break success off of this from the stat guys and see how they compare the percentages.
Yeah, wing ball went, and now it looks like she has a shot in the one, unless that 6 gets in the way.
It
And it looks like she's probably going to jump this. I'd rather jump than have my opponent jump. I'm not sure I'd push out here.
You know, I like that aggressiveness. When you're faced with a shot like this, I'd go ahead and take it. She's not jumping a full ball.
Yeah, because you'd also rather, I think she is.
This is, as jump shots go, this is as routine as they come, right?
Yeah, I might push maybe 2 inches closer and just see if she would like to take it. And if she takes it, then she has a chance to win the game. But I feel like whoever, I don't know, I feel like you're supposed to jump this for sure.
I agree with you. Totally.
And even if you miss it, you still had a chance to, to run out that rack. So here, I'm gonna maybe go. You can make that one ball go on the same rail as the 2, and put the cue ball right behind the 8.
I like going for this ball and going up and down, and you'll be on the 2. Little high English, and it goes between the 8. She's going safety all the way.
Yeah, I thought it was a little too much traffic for there. Especially at the first, basically it's her first shot of the match as well. So she's got to get a little acclimated and feel a little more confident to take on that one ball, I think.
And you know, I'm not an experienced pro player as you are. And a lot of times I'll start off a match aggressive and then tighten up if things aren't going my way. But I like to start off aggressive and try to get in the zone there and make things happen. Take it by the horns. If it's successful, it intimidates the heck out of the opponent. And if it's not, it makes them very happy.
I guess so, yeah.
Christina's at the table, and her road to the semifinals was going through Kelly Fisher in the first round in a shootout. Then she lost to Cheska Centeno, but then came right back against Yuki Hiraguchi in a shootout, and Simin Chen in 2-1. She defeats Simin Chen, the highest ranked player in Fargo in the world, with a 797 compared to her 730. So a lot of you guys that are 60 points behind the guy you're playing, you're saying there's a chance. You know, as I see her lay this out, is she going to try to hit the bottom of the 1 and lay on the 2, possibly to hook it? If she hits it half ball or right on the bottom, she could do that with short speed. Oh, too hard. And it's going to set up in the side pocket, and Christina will be happy to run these 8 balls out.
Yeah, she's happy she has a shot, but it's a little lane a little weird. You don't want to run into that 6, but you can leave yourself a little longer. She might be just using low right English and twisting this one ball in. It's tough to make it come to that top rail and then back to the before the side pocket because of the slide. So maybe she might leave herself a little longer than she would originally like to.
She's going to roll up on. Oh no, she's playing it. I thought she was going to roll up on the 3-6.
No, she got to play.
Yeah,
You have to make this ball. See, beautiful shot.
Well, she made something that you felt was weird look easy.
Yeah. It took a little better than I initially thought. See the 5, getting on the 5 is a little weird here.
This plays just to the center of the table. The other semifinal is between Jasmine Ocean and Cho Che-yu. Rita Cho, excuse me. EPBF referee, European
Pocket Billiard
Pocket
Federation.
Billiards Federation. I've only written it down 20 times and still don't remember it.
You know, I always thought it was foundation, but it's federation. And I kept saying foundation, and I was like, wait, it's not a charity. Might have to punch this over, use a little bit of high English, and get slightly to the left of where she is now. Middle table, probably slightly to the left of middle table where she's pointing. Yeah, she's going to just, I guess, keep it simple.
Now see, on a slick table like this is, with the speed that you have, I like going to the head rail and rolling back.
Yeah, well, after seeing this top-down angle, I think I like the way she went, because you can just roll this in with high left and then you're on the 8 instead of having to try to force something. It's all preference, though. She hit that very well.
Perfect. And she actually, that's by design. That's where she wanted to be for this shot.
Yeah, now she's giving herself a chance to make the 9-ball in the opposite corner pocket.
There to the right of your screen, up on top, is Feder Gore sitting with Spencer Ladden out of Sacramento, watching this young lady play. Oh, hello, cue ball.
Oh, he's in lower end. He's like Ventura area.
Oh, okay.
California. One of my really, really good friends.
I actually see him when I watch some of the streams from Sacramento that Colin Newey does from Post Up.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And we are tied at 1. Both ladies have run 9 balls. She ran 8. But Wei Wei started with a break and run. Then Christina, they worked around the 1 ball and ended up with a shot and closed it out. Tied at 1. This promises to be a very exciting match. And one of these ladies will find themselves in the final against Jasmine Ocean or Rita Cho.
Yeah, big match here.
$35,000 to the winner. Any player that is actually lost in the final 16 received a $2,000 payday just to get to the final 16. Well, they were final 16 just to play in this ladies invitational. The top players from the WPBA were seated in. The other ladies were invited to play. The other 8. Christina being one of the invitationals.
Where's this 9-ball going?
Oh, don't you hate to break like that? Will she play it, do you think?
She might just follow the 1 ball up, and then on the position zone from the 2 to the 3, try to scratch in the pocket. So that way she makes the 9 carom, possibly.
And if she doesn't make the 9, she'll have the 3 ball for position coming off the 2, like you just said. If she comes across.
Yeah, yeah. And I just don't mind also just putting the cue ball behind the 2 at this point. And then playing the 1 ball by the 8. But it's all preference.
I actually like playing the 1 ball and stunning to the rail on the right and over for the 2, and getting good, as you mentioned, taking the cue ball at the 9. But if I go a little long, make sure I miss it on the long side if I miss it. She took your route, Chris.
Yeah, it was a good job. She wanted to hide that one ball behind the colors, but it still works out here unless Christina comes with a crazy jump shot.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and just jump this ball. And I'm going to, you don't have to call the 9. That's the beauty of 9 balls. You don't have to call it. She can jump and possibly draw it over. Hits the top of it with good draw. Oh, no, my Lord. What a jump shot.
You know, I think she hangs out a lot with someone who's also very good at jumping.
I can't imagine who you might mean.
No clue who, but
Yeah.
I've heard that, so.
Nicknamed the Ghost.
He is pretty pale. I don't know.
I think it has more to do with the rhyme of his name than his
Oh,
complexion.
okay.
This is a follow shot to incorporate the second rail on the right, on the long rail, to come down for the 3.
Yeah, she's going the opposite
Oh, she's
side.
going to play the 3-9 combo. If it does it go by the 5? It must if she played that.
Yeah, I'd assume it does.
It does.
Nice, nice, nice. And just like that, it is 2-1. What, 1? Yeah, it's 2-1 Christina.
There you go, in the blink of a sloth's eye. Where are these coming to? This is the second time I blow a good, something good to see.
A sloth's eye.
You ever seen a sloth? Everything moves really slow.
Apparently they're fast, though.
Sloths are?
Yeah,
I wouldn't know.
yeah.
I always thought they were very slow.
I think they
2
just
to
want
1.
you to think that, you know?
That's
Catch you
how
off guard.
That's right. That way they can get away.
That's how they get you.
Aren't they herbivores?
I don't know that much about them, but all I know is that I told one of my friends the same kind of thing, and they said they're actually fast, and then we looked it up, and they were actually kind of fast. Or just less slow than we thought. Maybe not fast, but less slow, for sure.
Final match will be Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So tomorrow night at 6 p.m. you'll get to see the finals in this 16 women's showdown.
Christina to break here. Left-hand rail. Needs a little chalk on her cue, but that's okay.
Forward look for the 4 ball to go to the corner pocket. It got hit out, but the 5 ball went. And here's a shot that starts out just like WEI did on her very opening rack. One kind of a stunt shot on the 1, and she might even be able to play the 2-9 combo or get on the 2 for the opposite corner.
Yeah, I like trying to do a stop shot here and just taking what you can and playing the 2-9.
Yeah.
I think she's going to try to follow for the side pocket, which whatever one you're more comfortable with is the one you should shoot. Oh, wow. Got really close with that one. Probably thought it was going to cut just a little more than it did. And, yeah, way for a chance to... I think you got to get on the 2 ball on the side. I mean, unless she likes the 9 ball combo, I personally would go for the 2 in the side. You got to get on the... So if you draw a line from your contact point from the 2 in the side, I would go on slightly to the right of that contact line because you want to be on the correct side to go roll up for the 3. Very important stuff at this level.
Well, due to the proximity of the 2 and the 9, I would put this cue ball on the line from the 2 to the 6 to shoot the combo for the 9. Only because they're close and it's easy to read, as she's done there.
Well, she's willing to bet it all on one shot instead of trying to play
Well,
position.
she doesn't have to sell out, but she can win on one shot. That ball, she hits it with medium speed. You don't want to roll it soft because you don't want to hang up the 9. So that 2 ball should come up to the middle of the rail between the corner pocket and the side, and the cue ball stays over by the 3, gives up a bank.
Yeah,
Missed.
I don't like that. I didn't like that shot, but she did, so that's all that mattered.
And this is good for Christina. But yeah, you're taking your chances. You're gambling there, and I don't mind to gamble early in the rack, but of course I'm not accustomed to playing champions.
Yeah, I get it, but I guess if there was a ball tied up, it'd make more sense. But
Exactly.
they're just wide open, so it's hard to want to do that because on the chance that you just leave her straight in like this.
Precisely, Chris, and that's why I'm in the commentator's booth and not out there playing you guys.
I can't qualify for this tournament even if I tried.
Oh,
There's ways around it, I know, but I'm not willing to pay those.
You keep on the same track that you're going, improving your game, stepping up and playing all these champions, getting back on the Moscone Cup team, and you'll be invited sooner or later.
To this one?
To this one.
The women's?
Well, we can put a dress on you, buddy.
Okay.
You're going to have to shave your legs.
Perfect.
I was talking about the World 10 ball.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
We have them both going at the same time.
Well, maybe I'll play in that one too.
There you go.
Yeah, went a little long here. A little long.
Not too long.
As long as she's off this rail, I think she's okay. But being jacked up like this over the rail, you know, not a fond memory I have of shots like this.
No, the best she can do is just stay there with the cue ball. In fact, she's gonna have to. You're better off rolling it forward a little bit, like she's doing, and taking the longer shot on the 7. But just make the ball.
You might overcut this, rolling it forward.
Make the ball.
Yeah.
And she hit that with nice speed. Give it a better stroke. The last ball she rolled, remember when she rolled down to play underneath the 2 on the 1? That's a hard shot to roll down to. You want to hit that with a little bit of stun. And she ended up missing it. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful shot.
Hit it a touch thick. That's why the cue ball went out a little bit.
And this long 9 ball for game number 4 and a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, beautiful cue action there. Beautiful out. And I know that WEI is definitely thinking about that 2-9 combo she chose to shoot. But, yeah, nothing you can do about it now, so why worry about it?
That's just it. She made up her mind. She made the decision. And I think she handled it the right way. Make your decision and follow through. And if you make it, fantastic. If you miss it, you got to live with it. But it cost her a game. We've had 3 other tournaments. The Las Vegas Men's Open with 96 players. The Las Vegas Women's Open with 48 players. And then we had a great doubles tournament with 8 pairings of the best players in the world. You had Christina TKACH was there. WEI was also there. She played with Copigny. Christina played with Federgorst. And then you had the Steyers, Tyler and Margaret. The Oceans, Albin and his sister Jasmine. SVB and Allison Fisher, Kelly Fisher and Alex Kazakis, and Chang Zhonlin and Rita Cho. What a tournament that was. One day, all in one day.
Christina to break here. Good contact on that. Crossed it a touch. Looks like she'll have a shot. Did she make a ball?
Both
I assume
players,
she did.
Yeah, both players are breaking from the right side of the table and making the same wing ball.
Yeah, he's taking extra time on that rack, so you know it's a good rack. And they're making the wing ball, so you know that they're all pretty tight.
Open shot on the 1. He's coming across for the 4 ball. A nice layup here.
Yeah, really good timing and stroke on that shot. Really, really, really good.
He's going to have to work a little bit to get really good on the 5.
Yeah, I think he's just going to run into this 7 ball. He's going to force it more towards the 5. Just like that.
I was going to say, if she just follows it straight, she catches a piece of the 7 and it gives her a nice line to the bottom rail and back towards it.
She's going to drag draw this and go in the window between the 7 9. If she decides to hit it really hard, I'd be a little surprised because her game is very simple and keeps it within her game here. Low left English, spin. Yeah, did it a little
Ouch.
too hard. So the spin the spin more deflected instead of massaged into it. So it went more right off the left English than it did left. So she hit it thick. Popped up a touch too. So definitely a few things that could have went a little better, but I think she's okay.
Well, our break success, probably including that break, is Christina TKACH at 67%. 100% for WEI, as she broke and ran out her first game, the opening game. And these balls lay nice for a comeback at Christina here and make up that 1-3 deficit. Both players with 2 missed shots.
Yeah, WEI definitely not out of this yet. She can still win this first set. Everything is within striking distance in this format. You could be down 3-0, and things could definitely turn around. So down 3-1, she definitely can make this her match, her set. Make sure you cut this ball.
Yeah, a lot of players tend to leave it short, don't they?
Yeah, a lot of people hit that thick.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really accelerate through the ball because they're trying to baby it. Not her. Played that ball really well. Really, really well. Beautiful out. And now she draws within 1 game and 2 games of a first set win.
The young lady you just saw a picture of, Christina TKACH, is actually one of my wife's favorite players, and our granddaughter also. She was doing commentary with me here in Las Vegas last year, and we sent them a picture, and the girls just loved her. Little 8-year-old and 5-year-old. And here we go with her third break. She broke to start the match, and then she broke and ran that and broke again. And here she is breaking again in the 6th game of the first set. Look for the wing ball on the left as you look at the rack from the bottom here to go in, which would be the 2 ball. And again, it gets hit out, but the 1 ball takes care of business and gives her a shot on the 2. Yes, no, maybe, a safety maybe.
Well, we know about the 1 ball is gone. The 2 ball and the cue ball are on the same table still. So you got to go for the 2, George. Just can't see it.
That's the beauty of rotation, right? You've got one shot. The lowest numbered ball. See, that's why I like one pocket. In one pocket, you have a multitude of shots. You can be in one location and have 4 different shots. All of them good, some of them bad.
That's right.
It looks like the cue ball does go between the 6 and the 3, which means you could use the rail, come off the left side of the 2 and down towards that 7.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of push-outs is
Yeah.
definitely just up to each individual, because you got to play within your skill set, and you also can't leave them anything that you think they would like.
Well,
so.
plus, you know, from what I'm seeing here and what she sees down there is different things. It may not go between the 6 and the 3. But she has left Christina the left side of the 2 ball. She can thin that, which goes right into the 8 ball. So she's going to give it back. She says, "I don't think I can make I don't think I can make that thin of a hit and miss the 8."
I think you can hit the left side of the 2 and go behind the 7 and then behind the 9 and put the 2 behind the 3.
2 rails or straight by the 8
2 rails of what?
with a cue ball. See, I knew she was going to hit the 8 ball.
Yeah, a little thinner for sure. Like you see by the, she hit the 2 ball too thick because it didn't go behind the 3. It went towards the 3, right?
Good point.
But I might have even used a little bit of high right to cancel out the English going into the 8 a little bit. So it's all kind of preference. But here's a tough shot to be having to shoot.
Roll up on the 3. It is tough because if she hits a 3 with a 2 ball, she won't be happy. She wants to hit the 2, pass the 3, and come back and roll.
Yeah.
Oh, she could make the ball.
Yeah, I thought it went.
Oh, I didn't think it went. I thought the 3 ball hampered it, so she had to go by the 3 and come into the 6 and hook her. Say these things. Tell me.
I don't want to cut you off.
Cut me off. Say, George, that ball goes.
No, that's okay.
I'm always talking. You got to cut me off.
No.
Do you go across the table for the 5, or do you stun this up for the 5? Side pocket's dangerous, in my book.
Side pockets are always dangerous unless you're shooting at them because it's harder to make them that way, right? But when the cue ball's near it, it always gets sucked in. Oh, that was really nice. She got a good roll on that 6, but she kind of deserved it. She made a really good stroke.
Well, she was trying to avoid the 6, but that little nibble off the 6 there made it real nice for her. And she is in good form to win the set.
Yeah, looking good here. The biggest thing is you might want to play the 8 up in the top left corner if you get too much angle on the 7. But I'm not a huge fan of going that way because a lot of times you just get dead straight in on that ball, or you have a slight angle where, just like this, where you have to kind of punch it, or, you know. So I like going to the other side of it, or just making sure I cross that line because she looks almost straight in.
She might come straight. Well, she's coming straight back.
Yeah, I think she's okay. But just overall. It just makes your work a little harder. I like to stay closer to it if I can, even if it means it's slightly tougher shot at the corner, in the top left corner instead of this one, right?
Beautiful shot. She hits those shots down the rail so well, so clean. They rarely even hit the rail. They go right in the middle of the pocket.
Very good cue action for sure. And she ties. Oh, she wins the first set. First set to Christina TKACH.
Big set here. That's the one that means that forces the other player to win the next set, or they're done. Because the other player has to win that set to force the third and deciding set in this format. And we'll take a short break as both players have left the arena. And they'll be back very shortly, as will we. Well, WEI's back in the arena, and so is George, and here comes Christina. Both players have missed 2 shots so far in this set. Christina breaking at a 67% break success. Wei, his numbers are a little off there. They show 100%, but wondering about that. Balls pocketed. Christina with 32 balls, and Wei with 17. The run-out percentage, as you can see, is a little higher for Christina, winning 4 games to 2, but Wei's had the break and run. Another successful break by Christina, but does she have a shot on the 1?
I mean, if you do the jump, you might hit it a little off and go in the side pocket with the cue ball. You could get behind the 4-3 and not have a shot. It's too much of a weird situation. I'd probably push to where this first diamond is by the corner and just leave a thin off the left side and try to play safe here. I think she's kicking. I guess if it's 9 ball, you don't have to call anything.
No,
so
you don't.
Oh, she's pushing here. Did she call it?
She's challenging Weiwei with this one ball. She says, I don't like it. Let's see what you can do with this.
Well, the 1-7 combo, obviously, right?
Well, let's see what she has. If she hits the left side, the right side, as we look at the table, if she hits the right side of the one, tries to go behind the balls on the right, the one ball, I believe, has to go right at the 5. I'd have to look at this twice. I don't like what I see, but I think she's going to play safe behind. As she showed you what she's going to do, she's playing safe behind the 7 and rolling right up on it. Good safety.
A lot of confidence on that one to get safe there. I mean, that's tough ask.
Yeah, think of the reward. If Christina overspins this, she has ball in hand on a 1-9 combo. Oh, a little kiss almost made it. Instead, now, and everything's open. 8 balls in a good spot. The 1 to the 2 is just the middle of the table. The 3 is just right down. This lays awfully nice to run out. Just be sure to get on the 2 ball here. Don't hit the 7. Or get behind the 8. Just made the 8 ball a lot easier. Straight across for the 3 in the side, rolling up for the 4. Lays nice to start off the second set. In the first set, the safety efficiency, which is something to look for and something to consider. Christina was at 100% compared to Weiwei's 40%. Some nice stats on there for this match so far.
Very odd stroke here. You kind of need, you either want to get dead straight on this 5, or you want a good amount of angle so you can go 1, 2 rails for the 7 in the top right corner. Look how focused she is. Determined to get this second set. Yeah, she came in that weird in-between zone where she didn't necessarily get straight on it. She didn't get enough angle to come back up, so I'm interested to see what she does here. She also might just draw this up to almost where the cue ball is now and just take the cut on the 7, which I wouldn't be against here. So let's see what she does. I think she might just go over to play the 7 in the corner left pot, the top left pocket, nearest the 8. Yeah, see, she's just keeping it simple, not trying to overdo anything, and wants to do as much as she can every time she's at the table.
Well, here, the only thing you really have to do is make the 7. A hint of outside English to keep the ball down the middle of the table.
Gave a crack at the 9 ball as well. Might as well while you're down there, right?
I don't think she had any intentions of hitting the 9 ball.
Yeah, get it going, get it started, get near the pocket. Just kidding. And I think she'll try this 9 ball in the lower right-hand pocket. George, what do you think?
I don't know. It's a pretty toughie.
Well, good thing she doesn't have to call it.
And then there
Could
is
go
that.
anywhere.
You wouldn't try that 3 rails in the.
Yeah, she went the
in
way I
opposite
thought.
corner?
Standard.
In the first game of the opening second set is Weiwei's 1-0. Race to 4. Must win for the young lady from Chinese Taipei. They are using the Predator 9-foot apex table on the Arcadia cloth, the Aerorack to rack the balls with, rack the Arco balls with, and the arena lights. We actually have 7 of them over the arena to brighten up the whole arena. And I tell you, you get under there and it is bright. Not a shadow on the table that bothers you.
And way to break. Crush those ones.
A ball went straight in the pocket. So speed has a lot to do with that ball going and not getting kissed out. Hit it a little softer and it seems to get kissed out.
Interesting, yeah.
I guess there's a sweet spot to hit that, the speed-wise.
Yeah, there generally is. It's just kind of hard finding that, right? And then controlling the cue ball with the exact speed is very tough as well.
Trying to figure, doing all the thinking before she gets down over the ball. Looks for the spot she wants to land it in. Best angle on 2 to go to the 3. And that would be the center of the table. She's gone a little far.
A little tough, but I think she can cut this in. I don't see another shot to shoot here that would be as effective as trying to run out. So you got to give yourself a chance to make this cut. She's real steep on it from this angle.
Beautiful shot avoiding the 5 ball, coming over for the 3.
Wow. How clean did she hit that one?
Oh, it just.
That was sweet.
That was a Mr. Clean shot.
Magic eraser or the different?
Magic eraser.
Okay. The ball guy on the front of it?
For a lot of you people out there, the Magic eraser works great to clean your cue with a little bit of alcohol on it, or even just a hint of water, or a little mix.
Is your alcohol a choice to put on it?
Tequila.
Oh, nice.
I'm just kidding, just rubbing alcohol. But it does do a great job cleaning your cue, and you don't take anything off. The wood cues, that is. The carbon fibers, I believe they have wipes for those.
Yeah, I put a little Rums of Puerto Rico on mine.
There you go. Well, see, that might darken it.
That's okay. It's a sponsor.
Good point. They do have white rum. So you're right. Chris is always playing to the sponsors. That's awesome. And as she runs these last 3 balls, the sponsors are Q Sports International, Predator, Yalin, Kamui, Samsung TV, ProBilliardTV, and Rams of Puerto Rico.
Kind of an in-between shot. You can choose. You can choose if you want to go 1 rail for this 9 in the lower left-hand pocket, or you can stun out a little more and go in the opposite, the right-hand pocket, and come off 2 rails, maybe just 1, but going towards that 2nd rail. I like the draw personally. She really got into that one. That was almost drew it right in the side, but I think she's fine. She will make this, and then looking to go up 2-0 in the 2nd set.
Yeah, coming that close to the side pocket. Once her heart stops beating as fast, she'll shoot this 9 right in the corner and take a 2-0 lead in the 2nd set. Will we be treated to a shootout? For that to happen, WEI has to win this set, and then they have to be tied in the 3rd set for a shootout. One of the best ones I've seen in the men's world 10 ball was between Yushushin and Gorst. It went to the 5th sudden death, where the cue ball is backed up to the last diamond from the head rail. And it was won by Gorst. And I'm telling you right now, they both missed the opening regular shootout. But after that, I don't think Federer hit the side of the pocket. It was dead center the whole time. And so, Conrad's was the same. But back to this tournament.
That just gets boring for them. I mean, come on. Why don't you just freeze them to the point and see if they can kick at it?
Well, I used to have, with some friends down at Clicks Billiards in Tucson, we'd put the cue ball in the jaws of the corner pocket and shoot the spot shot for $20 a shot. And sometimes we'd freeze it on the head rail between the first diamond and the corner and shoot it for $20 a shot. We'd have 3 or 4 guys shooting it, and the winner takes it all.
Pretty cool. See if he gets another monster break here. She uses her body weight really well to get through that ball. I mean, look at that cue ball. Just so much force going through that ball. Wow. I'd say her, Cheska, and Seo have the 3 best breaks in this event, in my opinion, for 9-ball.
Cheska, Seo, I haven't seen her play 9-ball. I've been doing the 10-ball. This is the second match I've been treated to in 9-ball.
Yeah, because they use their body weight so well.
Well, Jasmine has that kick leg when she breaks. The back leg kicks up.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, I like this shot. Stun it over behind the 2. I think she was trying to stun it over. You can stun that ball and run it down the rail right into the 3. The 3 stops it right there.
Good shot on the 1 there. Way to keep the angle here. Got to use a little bit of low right draw. You want to get straight in, ideally. You don't want to have to run into any balls. Unpredictable things happen the minute you introduce collision unintentionally. Beautiful stroke there. I think she can follow forward a touch. I like following this instead of drawing it back. You could do either. It's all preference. But just make sure you clear that 9 either way. And doesn't get in your shot. Yes, she's drawing here, which is totally understandable. Just make sure you come out closer to the middle of the table. You don't want to have too much angle on this, but this is quite a bit of angle. I might even play the 6 in the side. Put a little bit of high left on the cue ball, but she's gonna spin this in with low right. It's just really hard to control that second rail with this shot. Let's see how she does. Yeah, that was my fear right there. Because now you have to run into the 7.
Well, with center English, it pushes it right towards the corner pocket, and you should be straight in on the 7. And that's actually how you want to shoot the shot to begin with.
That's what I say to myself every time.
and
then somehow
then you hit it.
I'm glued on
you
the
hit
7
it wide.
or something. Yeah.
And you hit it wide. You don't cut it back.
Yeah.
That's how it gets missed. This ball gets missed that way a lot. You rarely hit it, too much to the left. See, and that's why. You have that rail that saves you.
Yeah, everything turned out all right, but doesn't always have to when you bump balls like that.
Well, this is beginning to shape up. And we're going to be going to a third set.
Yeah, I'm still trying to make the Moscone Cup team. Going to go to a lot of events this year. But I wasn't invited to this ladies' event. So now I'm doing the commentary. For those people in the chat.
Well, those people in the chat are being pretty rude right now, I tell you. They
You
have
know
been
what,
through the whole
though?
thing.
That's okay. That's why I don't
Yep.
look at the chat.
That's exactly right. That's why I don't either. In fact, they just got turned off. Huh? It's distracting when it's bad like that. Oops.
It wasn't bad. It's okay. It's a genuine question.
All business. Let them. Tugay Tantuda from North Cyprus. I guess that's right around Turkey. I think. That's where the original baklava comes from. When that's made right, it is so good. I haven't found any good baklava for a long time. Way to break in the fourth game, leading 3-0. Another break and run. She started out with a break and run, and then we've seen them trade punches.
Wing ball didn't go that time. And it looks like it's going to be left open for Christina.
Yeah, by the react. I'm sorry.
Her first real opportunity in the set to really make a statement and start her own run.
And by the reaction of the break there, the cue ball, it wasn't hit real square. So she didn't get she didn't transfer the energy to the one the way it could have been transferred.
Totally agree.
Just avoid the 8. You should be able to come 2 rails for the 3 right between the 5-7. Overall performance so far for our players. Player overall performance. Christina at a 909 as opposed to WEI's 773. Yet they now both have, actually WEI has 5 games to Christina's 4 in the set, in the match.
Yeah, Christina hooked herself here. She's going to jump.
Oh boy.
I don't think she's going to have enough power to get over to the 4. Still aiming to make it.
And going to end up with a safety.
Very fortunate to get where she got there.
Yeah. Dems the rolls. Oh, she can see this. She can actually cut this in. Except the 8 ball's in the way.
Well, I mean, you got to think of it.
No, it's not. It'll spin in.
Yeah, it'll spin in. But you have to think, what's my, if it's 50-50 to make the ball and 50-50 to play safe, you might as well go for it.
If she spins this in, I anticipate the cue ball going into the 5 for position on the But look at this
Yeah,
safety she's going to leave.
that's what I thought
Yeah.
she was going to do. I feel like that was the correct shot. Especially being up 3-0, she doesn't have to try to force anything. Or 3-1.
And that's why we have a
3-0.
professional player sitting here next to me.
I mean, most of the time it's, there's a correct shot, but other times there's in-betweens where you have to take the score into account. I think that was one of those times. Yeah, she hit that one a little too hard, didn't lengthen out like she thought. And then she got the problem ball out of the way. But does the 3 pass the 8?
Oh, I don't think she's going to bother with that. She's going to probably shoot the 5-8 combo anyway. Whole point here is making this 3 down the rail. Should be a practice routine shot. No. There we go. I guess if I refresh my stats up, they'll look a lot better than they did when I read them off a little bit ago.
Yeah, they'll look a little newer maybe.
Yes, in set number 2, Christina's performing at a 429 as opposed to a 929 by WEI.
Seems a little extreme. I'm not sure if it goes that low. Like not trying to be mean to Christina, but I'm saying maybe it just sounds a little.
Yeah, and you're right. It's the first time I've seen it that low. But I think it has to do with the safeties and the efficiencies. From 100% in set number 1 to 60% in number 2.
Maybe they plugged in my credit score instead.
There you go. You and that Honda Accord, right?
That's right.
There's that 5-8 combo. Oh, WEI looking awfully good to take care of this set number 2.
And this will make her up in total games 6-4 going into the last set, but it only matters the race is to 4, so it'll be tied in sets if she gets out here. Watch out, cue ball.
There's a corner
Watch
pocket.
out, cue ball. She's okay. Natural angle to get down to the 7 in the side. This is one of those times where you just make the ball with a good, clean stroke, and the rest will work itself out. But don't be hesitant on this. Get through the ball. Good stroke there, and got picture perfect. And here we go.
This 9-ball to win the second set. Down it goes. We are tied in sets. We will go to a third and deciding set. Keep in mind, at 3-3, it goes to a shootout.
Take a short break, and so am I.
At 4-0, of course, you win the set. Or 4-1 or 4-2. And if they're tied at 3, the shootout. And we'll wait for those numbers to add up here in the stats, courtesy of Michael Salmon and Avi Pandey. And in fact, Avi's coming up to the booth to say hello. Hello, he says. Okay, in set number 2, overall performance by the players, 943 for WEI and 825 for TKACH. Oops, I'm sorry, 425 for TKACH. For the match, it's 825 so far if you combine both sets. Break success in the second set for WEI was 33%. It was 100%. Well, she didn't get to break. She broke the opening and didn't make one. Christina broke once when they started the set. And that was it. missed shots in set number 2, 1 by Christina and 0 by WEI. No one is fouled on the break, so no ball in hands after the break, which is big. And that catches us up. We'll take a look at our other match and see how Jasmine and Cho are. It's over. Cho has won in straight sets, 2-0. So Chaeyu Cho or Rita Cho will be in the finals of this Women's Showdown. To face the winner of this match here. That will take place at 6 p.m. Friday evening, 6 p.m. Pacific. Our sponsors, once again, were Q Sports International. We are at the greatest pool experience in the world, put on by Q Sports International with the BCAPL World Championships and the USAPL National Championships. 7,000 amateurs running around 3 or 4 ballrooms with 320 Predator 7-foot tables. There was 18 tables, 9-foot tables set up for the pros. Some have been taken down already. 3 of them in this arena, or right next to the arena. We now have chairs for spectators, and we are surrounded by spectators. Great event where if you're here, you have every vendor and everything pool related available to you. You also have access to all the pros. There are people taking pictures all the time. Malia saying hello. Malia, our camera young lady, and Achilles over here on the other camera, bringing you the shots off the table. And that view is not from either, because they're both on the sides, coming out of the corner pockets. Christina TKACH mentally getting prepared for what's to take place, the third and deciding set. Who goes on? Mental preparation in professional pool is a must. You've got to find a way to be ready for your shots. Negative thoughts out, positive thoughts in. Not have a busy mind when you're over the ball. WEI, since she won the lag, will break in the third set.
This should be an interesting set. Let's see if the momentum can shift towards Christina or if she's going to run away with it again. I just predict it's going to be a very close set, though. Either way.
It's funny how in most of these sets, about the only one that I haven't seen shift from one set to the next, the momentum shift, was when Ko was playing. I forgot who he was playing, but he won the second set and then the third set in straight. I don't think he lost a game.
This break is something else, I'm telling you. I think she has the most consistent break that I've seen in this event.
Well, this is well, I was just treated to the first set of the women's 9-ball. I was treated to the quarterfinal set between Cheska Centeno and Chaeyu Rita Cho, and that was a beautiful set, which Cho took in straight sets. This lies nice to just avoid the 9 with a little bit of right English. Go 2 rails towards the 8 for position on the 4 to come down for the 5. And she's rattled the 3 ball.
Yeah, not the start she was looking for in this first rack, and Christina's going to gain some confidence after she missed.
Not only that, but that shows you how the momentum shifts. This is the type of shot that really shifts the momentum to Christina here. Does she have to go? Does she have to go rail? No, she doesn't. Rail first? No. She can come straight up towards the 8. Just past the side pocket. Which way she's going to go? Oh.
You know, it's not where she wanted.
She got a lot of it out of it, but not enough.
Yeah, hit it a touch thin on the ball, which made it go more towards the 7 instead of more towards the 8. It's a touch of a miss hit.
I like that she played to the short side of the 4 because it was the natural lay of the land, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
But not withdraw. I liked using the long rail.
I'll be honest, I don't think she tried to get on that side. I think she miscued just a touch.
Okay. That would make sense.
The timing of the stroke looked a touch off than it usually does. And I did hear a weird little tink when she drew that ball. So maybe it was a miscue gone decent. Because usually, you know, it's ball in hand. Another chance here for WEI. And there is, you could sense a little bit of the nerves in the first rack, even though they have already played 2 sets.
Well, this is for all the marbles. Did you ever play marbles?
No.
We grew up with that when, you know, way back in the 60s.
No, I just kept eating them all, so it wasn't good.
So you were that guy, huh?
Well, I was 2. I was that child. Yeah, they're both leaving each other kind of weird shots here. It's not like it's definitely not like it's tic-tac-toe. Yeah, this is a kind of a weird shot because you could do a few different things here. You're kind of risking the whole 4 ball if you're trying to put her behind the 5. I like going offensive where you go to the rail and then back out a little past the 8 and then come back out again. Oh, look at that beautiful stroke she just made. That was awesome. So on this, you can't flirt with hooking yourself on the 8 though.
Well, you hit this with a dead center English and you'll stay on the same line, diamond to diamond there. So you just want to come straight over for the 7.
Yeah, probably use a little bit of low right to help kill the ball.
And that's exactly what she's using. Oh, she went up high like you said.
So the reason she did that, in my opinion, is because it was a tough shot. Under pressure, you kind of have to go with what you know you can make.
Okay.
Right? So your idea was really good. And under practice circumstances, I think I like that. Right? But you want to make sure that you use the most confident stroke you can. So whatever route that is the route you have to go.
Gotcha. That's why I practice better than I play. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I had to change. I seriously had to change that about my practice.
It makes sense. Makes total sense.
Yeah, so here, don't try to overpower the ball, right? Just take what it gives you. And if you don't quite get straight on the ball, that's okay. Because the 9 has a lot of pocket. Yeah, beautiful stroke there.
And to this 9 ball to open the 3rd and deciding set. WEI is Playing nice on the 9. Just pocket to take the first game.
All right. 1-0 Wei. Race to 4.
Tugay Tantura racking the balls here for the young ladies. The winner of this will meet Rita Cho in the final Friday night, or Friday at 6 p.m. For many of you in Arizona and the Mountain States, that will be at 7, so that'll be about a little after dinner time or dinner time. Central Time, you're looking at 8 o'clock, and Eastern, you're looking at 9. Big break here. Look for the 4 to go to the corner pocket.
Yeah, and watch the way she transfers her weight.
I was always told to put a little bit of hip into it. Is there anything to that?
Yeah, and it really helps when you're breaking.
Mm-hmm. Has to do with the weight transfer you were just talking about?
Yeah.
Well, it looks like it was a dry break as Christina's out of her chair. Christina's out of her chair looking straight in at the 1 ball.
Yeah, she's looking at the follow here, but I'm not a big fan of the follow, to be honest. I'd rather just roll this in and play safe behind the 4.
I like that. I was looking at that. I really like that a lot.
Because I really, at this stage, I'm down 1-0 in a race to 4, and I just want to maximize my chance at the table, and I don't think I want to risk hooking myself on the 5 or the 9 here.
And that's actually, you know, to get underneath the 4 would be a very good safety. It frustrates your opponent.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that doesn't play nice.
Oh, that was way better, though. That was better than my idea.
And that's why we're not playing Christina.
That's right.
What a hoot it would be to have Christina and Federer over for dinner and play pool at the house. I bet we could have some fun there. Watching Federer run out all day.
Yeah.
They were in Tucson twice for the Arizona Open, and Federer won it both times on the Pro Billiard Series.
Yeah, and then on top of that, if you give her dinner, you can say, you might be Federer, but I fed her. And he'll give a dry laugh, and it'll be good. Dinner accomplished.
There you have it.
It didn't get as close as she wanted to on this 4, but I think she's okay. I personally would go 1-2 rails in between the 5-9. But she can also just come 2 rails around the 9. Or I might be overthinking it and she's going to play it in the side. We'll see right now. It looks like she's lining up to put a little more pace on it. Calling her extension. Calling her extension here. Take a little more time and just get through the ball. Yeah.
You called it off to the side pocket instead of running around the 9, taking a, you know, most of the pros, if they're going to go behind the ball to play safe, they avoid it
because invariably you get stuck behind it.
Yeah, what I'm noticing is that top tier echelon of player, like the Jason Shaw, the Ko Pin Yi, Federgors, they all have the same, like the same 5 people. Like the top 5, they all have the same patterns just about. And then it varies once you get lower and lower. And it's kind of weird, but it's something I've noticed.
So as you study those patterns, memorize them.
No, yeah. I've
Yeah.
learned a lot just by watching those top guys this trip. And these top ladies.
The ladies play a much simpler game.
I've noticed they get on the correct side of the ball a little more and just kind of take what the table gives them.
That's what makes it simpler.
And that's good. And she's looking to tie this up at 1-1, but she got a little steep on this. But she should be okay.
Well, you don't have to play positions, so.
I think she's going to use a little bit of low left on this so she can pretend like she has another ball to play shape for. It's a trick there. Beautiful out there. I mean, we thought she was going to play it safe and play safe. Then she ran the whole.
Play safe.
Yeah, and then she ran the whole rack out. Beautiful out there, and she is breaking. Look at Kelly Fisher in the crowd, watching her rivals and friends.
The young lady next to Kelly travels whenever Kelly is around. I see her next to her, sitting with her all the time. I'm not sure it's a very good friend or a relative. Mark White was here. He could tell us exactly who she is.
And her date of birth.
Probably.
What if we ask her and she just says, man, she won't leave me alone. She just follows me at every tournament. I doubt that's actually it. But
here's my imitation of Mark White. Are you ready?
okay.
Kelly Fisher.
Yeah, there you go. Nice. Keep going.
No, that's about all I can do of Mark White. Oh, and wait, there's one more. Mark, this is because I love you, buddy. Oh, where's the cue ball going? Where's the cue ball going?
What a great shot there.
You know what's going to happen now, right? He's going to be.
He's going to be knocking on your door.
No, he's going to be doing the same thing to me now.
I don't think it's he's in Thailand right now, right?
Yeah. Oh, he might be doing the other match. Oh, it's over, so he might be listening or swimming, one or the other. He's been doing a lot of swimming lately. 1 ball straight in the side pocket. 2 ball dressing up. Oh, hello.
It looks pretty good dressed up, doesn't it? This 2 ball.
It does. I tell you.
Cleans up nice.
What a time to come with a break and run. It would be Christina's first one, I believe. Did she have one in the first set? No, I don't think she did.
Yeah, let's not jinx this. If you're a Christina TKACH fan, you got to...
I don't believe in commentator curse, okay? I don't believe in it. Not at all. We are 30 feet from the table, maybe even 40. Looking at a screen and the table, of course.
Depends whose feet. In between the 5-9. Beautiful there. Don't want to go too far. Then she's going to play a similar shot here where she has the same angle on the 5 as she does now, but a little further away. I think she gained a little confidence back here. You can see it in her demeanor.
She's been coming right along. I see a little more solid play from her tournament to tournament when I watch her play. When I have the opportunity to watch her play,
Right.
which would be commentate the matches. But and it's what you would expect. It's playing all the time, working hard. You know, she's a great work ethic. I'm sure that she's getting plenty of decent instruction. I wonder if Federer does instruct her a lot. Sometimes they, you know, they let that to the coach if she has a coach.
She knows Federer.
Pretty well.
Oh, wow. Lucky girl.
This is the toughest shot she would face here. And it's just make the ball because the position is natural.
Don't decelerate. Ooh, she used all that pocket.
Does she draw? Oh, does she draw down towards the side? The angle lies perfect to come straight down the table and not go towards the side pocket.
I think following to the end rail
You like that?
would be a little tougher for the 9. So I think this is good.
That's the route I'm going to do there.
Yeah, I like that one. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, if you put too good of a stroke, though, she could just draw it right into the side pocket. And this is for game number 2 of the 3rd and deciding set.
Look at that focus right there. Beautiful stroke. And she is out of that rack, leading 2 racks to 1 in a race to 4. This might go hill-hill. Is that me just hoping it goes hill-hill?
Ooh, that's what's wrong. You know how I keep score on the paper? I was putting Christina's score on Wei's. Not good. No
The
bueno.
old mismatch.
Well, I looked at our scoreboard.
The
And,
old switcheroo.
I don't do that very often, but
Talk about crowds. We got a packed stands, and people are packed standing. It's like a can of sardines on the left. They're all packed in nice and tight. Christina to break here. See how her break looks. Beautiful break. See if that spin can get it up there. No.
okay, you're looking straight down at the 1 ball. Where do you run your cue ball to?
I was going to ask you, George.
You're the pro.
All right. So the thing is, if you go on the right side of this 1, you have a better chance to scratch in the corner off 2 rails than you do if you were to go from the left side. So I go from the left side and play behind the 9. But I think she's going the opposite way. She must not like what I have to say.
Well, there's 3 balls over the left.
Yeah, I didn't like this,
Oh.
mainly because you had too many obstacles in the way, long and short. But she knows we want this to be hill-hill for the fans, so she's trying to help, I think.
Well, I don't have a dog in this fight, so
I don't either.
I try not to be partial to either player.
We just want to see good pool, George. Good pool.
Even though, like I said at the beginning of the match, Christina is my wife's and my grandkids' favorite player.
Well, you don't say that and then say you don't want Christina to win. Come on. How about
I-
you pick one
I'm
and I'll pick the
impartial.
other one. We'll
I'm
just root for
impartial.
him.
This young lady right here, I saw her play for the first time again in Austria 2 years ago, and she was very impressive back then. She still is now. She's been playing pretty much all of the Pro Billiard Series events. And finishing high in all of them, or finishing in the money in most of them, let's put it that way. And she's a force to be reckoned with. It takes the cream of the crop to compete with her.
Yeah, and I could see why. She shot a tougher shot here to make sure that she made the ball. And here you have to, here the only thing you have really is to jack up and draw this 4-ball or stun it to the other side of the table. Yeah, that's what she's doing. This is a make or break shot here. Oh, how was that? Might be a little thin to slow roll it. You might have to go 1, 2, 3, 4 rails for the 6 in the upper left-hand corner. But also, if you hit it too thick, you could also be threatening to go 3 rails in the corner with the cue ball.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful.
I'd go ahead and, like you said, come around 3 rails and shoot the 6 ball to the right side, right corner pocket. Just like
Got a
she's
little
doing.
long there,
Yeah, she did. Needs a little speed.
but I think she's okay. I know from there, I wouldn't be mad shooting this 6 ball there. I'd be a little happy that I got this good on it.
Right down the rail. Good speed. She bumps the 8 or tries to go underneath it. Can she avoid it? Avoiding
I think
it
she
might.
could draw out of it and play the
Yeah.
8 in the same pocket.
Yeah, if she catches the 8 with the cue ball, though,
But I also wouldn't mind running into the 8 here.
I think she's going to avoid it. Is that the Predator black?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's what I think it said black on the bottom.
Oh, no.
That's exactly why I didn't want to draw it. I was
I
going to
would've
say she
used
could go
low
right
roll.
off the 8.
Yeah, she used low
Yeah.
left on that one. I would have used low right to help turn it back. Just a touch. And plus, you can hit it thicker when you're turning it like that, right?
Huge turn of events here, and this is how matches are won and lost many times when they're tight. Just that little simple error that makes it so easy for your opponent. Because now the score, instead of being tied at 2, is at 3-1. Christina breaking for the match with just 2 shots, 2 balls on this rack. What a dreadful turn of events there for WEI. I didn't like that from the onset, and that's why when I said draw by it, she could kiss the 8 and go in the hole. Shows no disappointment, shows no facial expression of dismay. She just said, oops, and let it go. And that's exactly what you have to do in this setting, is just say, oops, and don't think of the shot again.
Yeah, well, she'll be looking to push this to a shootout, try to get to Hill.
Now she has to, because the worst Christina can do here is lose 2 games and a shootout. She wins 1 more game before WEI wins 2, and the match is over. Christina is into the finals, and WEI into the stands. And as you saw Kelly Fisher in the stands, they'll probably be sitting together. Big break for that young lady. Down to the business end here. Christina, 1 game away. Many players just thinking positives. Don't let thoughts like, don't scratch on the break. Oh, I got to break and run out. I got to break and run out. Just square hit, control. And the table's been breaking nice. So look for the 5 ball to go to the corner pocket on the left. That is the worst break we have seen in this match.
To be fair, I think that was more the rack than the break.
Well,
the 1 ball went forward. I'm not trying to be mean, but
no,
it's got to be objective, you know?
I kind of was going to go there. I was just finding a way to do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't put that on Christina.
No. She did hit it softer. And it almost looked like a little bit of a miss hit, to tell you the truth. But, yeah. This looks like a 1 pocket game. I'll take the right pocket. Which one do you want?
Yeah, I'll take the middle one.
If you're going to take the side pockets, I'll play you some 1 pocket. I get the 2 on the bottom?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. That'd be an interesting game.
I'll take break ball in hand. We'll call it a day.
Nope, not going to happen.
Oh, okay. Now it's a tough game all of a sudden, isn't it?
I didn't make any stipulations. I just going to take what you offered.
Yeah,
you said side pockets. Chris Robinson, our Moscone champ here, picking on old guys.
Got to book a winner sometime. Can she see this? No way she can see this.
So. I think she can go right by the 2.
I don't really like that push. Because you could have ran into the 6 and then been able to at least see the ball. Yeah, I don't like this.
I guess you can see a sliver because that's what she's going for.
There's no other way to kick?
There is.
There's always a way.
It's very delicate, but there's a way to kick. And she could see it.
Yeah, see.
But look what it got her.
She just
6 balls are a little bit of a problem. Other than that,
I think Christina's going to take a little more time on this out because she knows that this could seal the deal. She got on the wrong side of this 2 ball, but I think she might just roll this in. Just take the cut on the 3.
Yeah, not enough angle to run it around from the head rail to the side and back down again, is there?
If she really wants to get fancy, the only way I would see is drawing it 2 to 3 rails.
Well, if she draws it straight back into the head rail, she has to come between the head rail and the 7.
Oh,
like that.
Beautiful shot. Just
and
don't
it's right
stretch.
In the corner. It's right into the corner.
Almost.
Almost in the pocket.
Almost corner hooked.
Wouldn't that be something?
She's going to stun this. She might try to go off the 6. I don't think she's going to go off the 6, but if she touches it, she touches the 6, it might be not a bad thing. You just got to hit it thin if you go off the 6. You don't want to accidentally go right in the side pocket. That wouldn't be good for her. Oh, beautiful shot. Don't get hooked on the 7. Okay, she's okay. Here, I think it's going to come tight enough to the top right corner that it's not going to hit the 7.
Yeah, just avoid the 7.
And you're trying to get straight in on this 5.
Are you going to go forward for the 6 to play it up short side?
Yeah, I would do that if given the option. Yeah, beautiful stroke.
And she's landed right where you wanted. Well, no.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind rolling up for the 6 in the corner. But we'll see what she does. I mean, it's all her preference, her nerves, right? But it's just, the reason I would do it is because it leads to the next ball. You don't have to do a ton with the cue ball, right?
Oh, she's laying perfect for it, too. It's natural.
Yeah, don't let this slide off the rail. Just like that. And then here, don't try to get perfect on this ball. Just 6 ball first and take what you can on the 7.
I would try to leave the cue ball about where the side pocket is to be straight in for the corner here.
Yeah, I totally agree. And if you underrun it, you have a shot. And if you overrun it, you have a shot.
To match.
hinges on these 3 balls.
Beautiful. How was that?
Rather happy with it if I was shooting. Got a little bit of an angle she'd rather not have. But just a stop little shot. It's going to move to the left just a hair. Oh, and she got behind the 9.
Oh,
I was
my
almost thinking that she
goodness.
might want to stun the ball to the left with some speed to go 2 rails and then come above the 9.
I would have rather hit it a lot harder or just try to stop it there with spin. And she kind of tried to do an in-between, George. And she got in between.
The other thing she could have done is instead of coming, holding for it right there, she tried to hold, she could have hit the rail by the side pocket on the left and come back. What a big opportunity got away from her there.
Wow, and way away with the chance to make it 3-2 and another chance to go to the shootout.
I'm speechless. But trying to hold it is what caused that.
Wow. I'm still speechless here. Hopefully she can recompose and get ready for her inevitable next shot, whether it's in this game or the shootout.
Well, the fans want the shootout. The players
Wow.
sure don't. WEI does, because that's the only way she can win. Christina wants the next game. She wants to end it in this game right here. Otherwise, it does go to a shootout. This is the biggest break of the game. Christina's break on this last game was the combination of things that didn't pan out. Turned into a moving game. She got the moves, and then it slipped away when she got behind the 9. Well, we love you guys in the YouTube chat. So complimentary all the time.
This is wild. Now WEI for a chance to make it hill and go to the shootout. How crazy is this?
Well, she has a long straight in shot on the 1, but it's going to be
Nothing
for
down.
Christina. Nothing down. as you
Nothing
said.
down. I think she can get it off slightly to the middle of the table. So she has another opportunity to close this thing out and not have to go to the shootout. See, I don't like following this because then you introduce the 3. The draw is good. Oh, don't
look at
introduce the
this.
3
Look
that
at
way
this.
either.
Look at this again. Now, that one particular shot I would have been following to hit the head rail and come back.
Wow. I mean, she even has her kicking angles here cut off. You can't hit the lower rail with draw because of the 8-ball. You can't spin because of the 4-ball. She might have to go 2 rails at this, and it's a really tough kick.
She could kind of spin this off the side pocket, just before the side pocket on the top of your screen, and come to the ball with some left English. I prefer
Yeah, a little masse on that too. Yeah.
No, it doesn't need the masse, just a spin.
Yeah, it's 2 times she kicked recently in the last 2 games, and they went so short.
Two big breaks for Wei. 2 crucial errors for Christina.
Yeah, I mean, sadly, she only has herself to blame on these last 2 mistakes. But hopefully, I mean, she's going to get another shot either way, whether it's the shootout or. But it's looking like the shootout. But nerves can play a big part. So she's not out yet. And Christina's not out yet either. They both have a chance here.
Kelly Fisher in the stands. Federer was sitting on that side, but he's no longer there.
Their cue balls are getting a little looser under these last few games. The pressure's getting a little much. But I think they're still holding their composure very well. Christina is hoping for another chance at the table. And Wei is hoping to jump on these mistakes and get to a shootout. Yeah, didn't even try to get closer to that 5 ball. She just made sure she made the shot.
Yeah, it's a straight-in shot. Why not? Control your controllables and just
Heart of the pocket.
do you draw this a hair and come up for the 7 to the side,
Yes.
or do you come back across?
I draw this ball for sure. Because of my luck, I'd be right under the 8 the next shot. So aim a little thicker. I wouldn't mess with this though. That point is very brutal. So you got to make sure you hit the ball clean, and then make sure secondly is position. Ball first, secondly position. Whatever you do, cut the ball. Just like that.
She
It's
got
okay.
as tough as she could get.
It's okay.
That's as tough as she could get.
I'd rather still be at the table than in my chair.
That's like I've heard you say, if my opponent left me this shot, I'd be very happy with it.
On 100%. And sometimes you are your opponent. Your biggest opponent, right?
Exactly.
So you left it for you. It's okay.
You know, in most cases, you're not playing the opponent, you're playing the table.
Oh, shot clock. Does she have an extension?
No.
Oh, she rushed it
And
because
look
of
at this.
the clock.
Look what she just served up a softball to Christina.
So now Christina has one last chance.
To tell you the truth, if I've been in my chair thinking about the shots I just missed and the opportunities I just have, I might take an extension here, clear my mind to make sure I get perfect shape on this 8. Probably shoot the 9 ball in the same pocket, or we should just slow roll this and shoot it in the opposite corner.
Shoot in the same pocket.
I like that because you come straight across. Just like that. Here it is.
Wow.
To move into the finals, Christina TKACH with this 9 ball. The Crystal takes it down. Wins the 3rd and deciding set to move into the finals to meet Rita Cho. 6 p.m. Friday evening.
It's an amazing match, George.
It was a good one.
It had every aspect of it.
It kept us thinking there, didn't it? Both players getting opportunities, both players giving up opportunities. And the winner, the Crystal, Christina TKACH. This has been George Teachea and Chris Reinhold bringing you the live action. Chris, say goodnight.
Good night, Chris.